We want to bring you up to date on another developing story. U.S. Army analyst Bradley Manning in court on the first day of a hearing to decide whether he will face trial over allegations he leaked huge amounts of secret U.S. information to WikiLeaks. CTV's Paul Workman has been following this case. He was in the court today. He joins us now. Paul, there was some drama already. I understand this military court, the lawyer trying to get the judge thrown out. Is that correct?
Well, essentially, yes. The civilian lawyer who's representing Bradley Manning asked that the judge recuse himself. Now, the judge in this case, he's actually called an investigating officer, is in his real life. He works for the Department of Justice of the United States. The defense attorney believes that shows at least an appearance of bias, since the Justice Department is also conducting a criminal investigation of Bradley Manning. And so on that basis and a couple of other points, he asked the judge recuse himself. The prosecution in this case said it does not believe that the judge is biased or shows bias. And so at the moment, what we're waiting for is a decision by the judge himself as to whether he will step aside and allow another investigating officer to be appointed. The defense has even gone further than that. They've said that if the judge does not recuse himself, they will ask for a stay of proceedings. So for the moment, everything is kind of up in the air to see whether this process, which has already been waiting a long time to start, will in fact be delayed even further, perhaps by days, weeks, or who knows, even months.
Mr. Manning is accused of some very, very serious charges. He's been in solitary confinement for over a year. He was arrested 17 months ago. How does he seem? What does he look like?
Well, he's a very slight young man. He's very short. He was wearing military fatigues in the courtroom, dark glasses, looked quite animated in having discussions with his lawyer. There seemed to be members of his family in the courtroom as well. Just behind him, there's a row of seats that are reserved for the defense. There are others in the courtroom. I spoke with a Canadian woman who I believe is a lawyer who's there very involved in this case as an advocate. A couple of other people in the courtroom who came, an artist and a writer who were interested in developing some sort of production about Bradley Manning. So there is a great deal of interest. And this young man is at the defense table with his civilian lawyer and two other military lawyers. As I said, he looks fairly composed. And as you say, he, as we know, has been held in solitary confinement for many months before this started.
Paul Workman reporting from Fort Meade for us today. We know you'll have more on this story throughout the day. Thank you, Paul.
Great. Thank you.